So so what we basically do is today we'll be talking about different controls and we'll see how to use all the controls in our layout designs and all. So let us see that. So Android controls control. Okay. So I'll teach you some of the most popular controls, remaining controls, you guys can practice as well. So today we'll be going through minimum say 5 to. We'll try our best. So I thought to teach you 10 controls, but we'll try our best to do that. Okay. So okay, fine. So as usual, I'll just need to change my SDK, target SDK version. So I've done it. Think, okay, fine. So I think you guys were aware of this linear layout, no? Layout. I'll I'll just say Android colon orientation. I'll just say vertical. So after that, I'll just go to design. First, I want to remove this. All the controls I'll remove. So now what I'll do now, I'll just add one. First, let us start with text view. So very popular. We are using daily text view now. So in text view, I mean to say, what are the things we have in text view? Okay, fine. So in text view, you know that the things what we have is like different properties. So how to change the text of a text view? If you want to increase the size, and we'll just say Android colon text size equal to some 20 dp. I'll give. Then if you want to give padding, means space within the control, we'll just say padding is 5 dp. So within the control, 5 dp will be there. If I say Android colon layout margin 5 dp. Now, if you just see outside the control, you have the spacing. If you just select this, maybe some, if I give 15, then you can see outside the control. Padding means inside the control, it has come. Then, if you want to say the text color, Android colon, I mean to say text color, I can say black. If I want to have background color, I'll just say Android colon background equal to at the rate color slash maybe something I'll give this. So that is how your thing will work. Okay. So if you want to make it the color only up to the text size, for example, you see now it has come up to here now. So I'll just say again I'm increasing. When I'm increasing, you can see background color, everything is increasing. So if you want to increase like this, these are the different properties we have for the text view, uh, like text size, padding, layout margin, all these stuff. Okay. Next important thing. So text view we are using on daily basis. I think we don't have any doubts in text view. So now next let us look as another popular thing which we use daily is our edit text. Okay? So edit text. So how do we use this edit text? So for edit text also we have the, I mean to say we have the, see another thing called there are two things, gravity. Okay. If I say Android colon uh, layout gravity, if I say center, so what has happened? Your entire control has moved to the center. For example, if I give this match parent, if I give match parent, your layout gravity will not work. I need to say gravity equal to center. Then your text will come to the center. So that is the difference. When you are saying layout gravity, your control will move to the center. When you are saying gravity, the text inside the control will move to the center. So next, let us move to one popular thing called edit text. So how does this edit text works? So any for anything you need to give the ID. That is very common. For edit text also we have pretty common things. So in, input type is one of the important things. If you give the input text, input type by default will be text person name. If you give the input type as a number, so I can give number, decimal, number, password. If I say number, password, na, so you see your data. What happened to your data? So when I give number, password, your data is encrypted where you can't see. Okay. If I give number, then whatever data you enter, na, maybe when you click on the keyboard, na, numbers will be visible to you. Based upon input type, actually, I mean, your display, everything will change. Yeah. So input type is the one which for password you should take it as password. You should take it as password or a number password or whatever it is. Okay, fine. So for this also, yeah, these are all common properties. Common properties in the sense the common properties which we use for anything is like Android colon, text, text color. I'll say I'll just say black. Now it has become black. So Android colon padding. Padding means within the control it will give you padding. If you just see now, so I can say 10 dp. I give padding 10 dp means within the control. Same way if I say instead of layout margin, I'll just say Android colon layout margin left 10 dp. So left side you will get 10 dp, and I'll just say Android colon layout margin right 10 dp. So if I do like this, na, so the spacing has come to the left and right, not at the top and bottom. This is how it will work. Then here also you can attach, I think, background color. I don't know how does it work. Not background color. So text style also we can give. If I just say Android colon text style, I will say italic. Then you can see here it has become. So these are all pretty common things. If I say gravity center, so Android colon gravity, if I give center, na, then your text will be at the center. This is how if you want to enter multi-line, so there is a multi-line means if I want to enter a paragraph, or if your user wants to enter some comments or message, then you can say Android colon text multi-line something will be there. Okay. Mm, I think what is this here? Android colon multiplayer on this one. So max lines, minimum lines are very important. So how many lines you want to have in your text? If I give maximum lines equal to 10 means only 10 lines and can enter, and whatever characters will come into the 10 lines, that only it will take. Remaining things it will not take. Okay. Uh, Single line, text color link. So, 1 second. Hello. Okay. I'll call you. I'll call you. So we can give multi-line, single line, and all. So when you're trying to do more on this, na, so basically you will enter what is the text. So another important thing there is. I think you guys have heard of. I mean, so have you guys had heard of autocomplete text view? Autocomplete text view. Hello. So anyone heard of autocomplete text view? So autocomplete text view is a kind of edit text only, but when you're trying to enter something, na, it will automatically suggest. For example, if I say India, we need to map. For example, when you're trying to enter something, na, when you're filling a form, which state you are from, yeah, there will be either you can give it as a drop down, and the user can select from that, or else the another option is user will try to type. Maybe it will type immediately India, Iceland, Ireland, like that all countries will come. So how does that thing will come based upon our auto complete text view. So let us see how to do that. So if you actually split, then again design map parent wrap content, perfect. Android colon layout margin 10 dp. So when you say Android colon layout margin 10 dp, automatically I'll just say it as hint. So it is a kind of edit text only. So I'll just say select your country. So I'll just say select your country. So yeah, and also one thing I forgot. You know how to get the data from the controls and all, right? So it's a pretty simple thing only. So I'll just say auto auto TV. I'll just say. So I'll just come here. We know how to link our controls, right? So for example, if you say text text view, text view, and find view by ID or dot ID dot dot ID dot text view. So perfect. I just created a variable like this. Alt enter, create field, done. So text view is done. And if I see here, this is my ID. So next is edit text. So I'll just copy this. I'll create one more variable. Yeah, edit text equal to edit text and find view by ID dot ID dot edit text. So that's it. So next, how do we need to map the control with our local variable? So we just mapped it. So similar way for autocomplete text view also, we need to map it with our local variable first. So how do we map it? So m equal to auto complete text view and find view by ID dot. So auto TV. Okay, perfect, done. So next, create a local variable, create field. So autocomplete text view also done. Perfect. So now, how do we fetch the data from the text view? We already tried many times now. So m text view dot get text dot to string. This is how we fetch the data from the text view. Okay. How do we fetch it? Uh, Fetch or get the data from text view. Okay. If you want to set the data to the text view, how do we do that? Set the data to the text view. How do we do this setting of data to the text view? So simple thing. M text view dot. When you are getting, you will say get text or else set text of. You need to enter your string. Say hello user. Your user. Okay, fine, done. So this is how we fetch and get the data from the text view. So now let's coming to the edit text. Perfect. Now let's come to the edit text. Edit text also it's same way. Edit text. So how do we get the data from the edit text? So simple thing. We'll just say I mean to say get text dot toString. You will get the data from it. Set text dot m edit text dot set text is this one. If you want to dynamically read the data, since edit text is user, it will take user input. Dynamically uh, code to dynamically read data from edit text. So how do we do that? So we'll just say m edit text dot add text change listener new. So enter text watcher fat you will get. So you need to check here. You need to enter on text change when the user is immediately typing something. Now, when the text has changed, immediately you need to get this. So how do you get this? Simple thing. This is the data. So I'll just say dynamic data. In recycler view, we have tried this. Dynamically, you are fetching the data and we are filtering the list, right? So same way, s dot toString. When you say s dot toString, edit text data, you will get it. Okay, perfect. Next. So now the tricky part. So autocomplete text view. Autocomplete text view, how do we fetch it? So we need to write some piece of code. Let us take some string array and we'll take some countries and then we need to add a adapter to this and we need to do it. Okay. So how do we need to set the adapter to the autocomplete text view? So how do we do that? So first, let us take a string array equal to. So I'll just say India. So country's name, uh, state, states of America. So I'll just say London, Singapore, China, Japan. So a few countries I have added. Now we need to set this array to a adapter class. So how do we set this array? So simple thing. Uh, so we'll just take array, array adapter. So what is my type? My type is string. All are string arrays, na? So I'll just say string array. Then I'll create an object for this equal to new array adapter of. So what is the type? We need to give the type first. So I'll just say this as string of this comma, means we need to tell which context it is. Then we need to again just say Android dot r dot same thing layout. So it's a single text, right? I will not give anything more, right? So we'll just say simple drop down. That day we have done this, na? We have done the simple drop down item for linear layout. Same way, simple simple underscore drop down. So we'll take this layout and then what is the third parameter it is expecting? We need to pass the array. I mean the array which we have created. What is the array name which we have created? So we just need to go here and the array name is country. So let us say 20 countries. So that's it. We have created the adapter. Now autocomplete text view already we have created. Na? So we just need to say m auto tv dot set adapter of adapter. That's it. So that's it. When you're trying to type something, na, it will automatically try to fetch the data and then it will, I mean to say, it will do it. So let me connect my mobile and show you the demo. Okay, 2 minutes. So autocomplete text to when you will use when you for example, if you are creating an application or a form to fill the address, state, if the user is entering a state or if the user is entering, I mean to say, I mean country, like that, city name. So those places you can use auto suggestion kind of thing you can use for the user. No, perfect. So let me run this. It's compiling. Expected 55. It is error. Sorry. So now let us run this. Install. సో ఎడిట్ టెక్స్ట్ ఇవన్నీ మనకు తెలిసిందే. హలో యూజర్ వస్తది. ఇదంతా వస్తది. ఇది మనం టోస్ట్‌లో చూసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇప్పుడు కంట్రీ నేమ్. సో వెన్ ఐ టైప్ ఇండియా చూసారు కదా! ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా సజెషన్ వస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ నేను ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చైనా టైప్ చేశాను. చైనా ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా వస్తది. లేకపోతే సి అని టైప్ చేసినా సీహెచ్. సో చైనా అని వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే జేఏ జపాన్. సో ఆటోమేటిక్లీ ఇట్ విల్ సజెస్ట్. ఇప్పుడు జేఏలోని నేను జపాన్ జంషెడ్పూర్ అని వచ్చాను అనుకోండి, సో ఆటోమేటిక్ గా సజెషన్ వస్తుంది. అది నేను జస్ట్ ఇఫ్ ఐ సెలెక్ట్ దట్ నా ఆటోమేటిక్ విల్ కమ్. దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ఆటో కంప్లీట్ టెక్స్ట్ వ్యూ. సో ఆఫ్టర్ auto complete text view, we can use, we'll move on to our next control. So again go to the layout. So buttons, right? So button మనకి చాలా పాపులర్, we'll be using in our day to day activities. So button, we'll take it. So we know how the button also we can use. So button also we are very popular with this. So I'll just say every time Android colon layout margin 10 dp. If I give margin on all sides, and text I'll say click me. Okay. Then I'll how to add the on click event. So I'll just say Android colon on click equal to on button click. So this is one way. So after giving like this, I'll just say alt enter and I'll just say create field. So this is one way. So how is the another way? Another way we have done yesterday. We can create a control. We can create a local variable and we'll say dot set on click listener. I think you are getting that point, right? So I will show you that way also. So same thing. Now I have added one more button. Uh, 60 dp. So I'll just say Android colon layout margin NDP. So it's gone. So on click another way. So I'll just say on click another way. So how to set this? So I need to just click on this. I need to come here. Okay. So yeah. So this is for autocomplete text, So I'll just say autocomplete text view. So autocomplete text code is it. So how do I first add a button? So simple. So button first, what I should do? VUTTOON button equal to button. So next I'll do find view by ID r dot id dot so button 2. So button 1 already on click I have. So I'll just say button 2. I'll just say alt enter. Then automatically a field will be created. So that's it done. So next thing I'll just say is like button dot set on click listener. So this is another way. New. That's it. Enter you do. So this is also one way of handling a button. So this is another way. If you are feeling this is the easiest way, you just add a on click. You click on here and just say dot. You just I mean say, click on there and just give alt enter. Then automatically it will come. So next we have another thing called image button. I think you guys were aware of that image button when you're designing. Na? So
Yes, sir.
So image button also you can take. So you can just, for example, I'll take this. So automatically, I mean this will get come. So you can see here, right? Image button also same way. So image button also it will be like, for example, 100 dp. I can say height. I'll leave like this. So it's like image button in the sense I'll give some image. For example, Chat GPT or some chatbot is getting created. Na? Here one rounded icon will come now. We can use image button over there, or we can use floating button also. We can try that. Here also for image button also it is a kind of button, but we can give images to this. So we'll just say Android column same way on click equal to on image button click. Sorry. So image button click also you will get, and you can see one question I'll ask you guys. Can I use this for text view, edit text, everything? Can I use this? On click. So on click is a generic method which will be available for each and every control. It's not like only for buttons we need to use this. Even for text view also I can use. When I click on a text view, I'll be opening some information to the user, something like that. Okay. Even text view also I can just use on click even for the text view also. So have you guys heard of toggle button? Toggle button.
Yes, sir.
So who is that who is using toggle button? Have you guys used of toggle button?
Yes, sir. For on
Yes,
and
sir.
off
So for
of a
on and
particular
off for mm,
functionality.
yes. So for on and off and all, we can use this toggle button. So in case of toggle button, instead of this, I'll just say wrap content. So it will be pretty simple. Height width will be wrap content, and then let us try to give some space, Android colon, layout margin. So I'll just say 10 dp. So I give margin on all the sides, and then we'll say whether how to enable this toggle button by default. We can just say Android colon checked. So Android colon, if I say checked equal to true, it will be on. You see here, text is getting changed. If I say checked equal to false, so if I say checked equal to false, so automatically here text is changing to false. I think you guys are observing that, right? So checked is the functionality which will tell what is the data. So now I need to give some text. I will just say Android colon uh, text on. So what is that? What is the text on? What do you want to give? You just say yes, no, or you can give anything. I think, for example, if I give yes, so what will happen? So similar way, if I say Android colon for text off, ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు రాడు ఇంకా టైం అయిపోయింది 7 o'clock. Okay, 2 minutes. So this is the way how we give text. See, immediately, for example, if I give text as a cut, so automatically for no, it is coming as cut. So this is how basically your Android text works. And how do you set data or get data for this? Any idea how to use this control? Any idea?
No, sir.
So again, we need to say we need to I mean to say we need to first create a local variable, and then for example, I'll just show you. So in local variable creation and all will happen at this stage only. So on create only you should do toggle button. Okay, so I can just say like this. And what is the ID? ID is this one. I'll just say toggle button. I'll just say find view by ID. I'll just say r.id dot toggle button. So then you create, I mean to say the field for this. Okay. So once this has been created, you just need to say only one thing. What you need to say, there is something called set on change listener. What is that? So you need to just add something called toggle button dot set on. Maybe set on check change listener is there, I think. So it will be like this. So whenever you're trying to change something, you need to check this variable. If is checked, so you are having this condition now. If is checked means you will say, I mean to say, will just say on. Otherwise, else will say, otherwise else will say off. Okay, this is how basically the toggle button works. So we can say set on check listeners or set on click list. Instead of on-click listener, set on-change listener is the best thing. There is another property called set on-checked change listener. I don't know why that is now not coming. I think it got upgraded. Same function only. So this is our toggle button we should use. So apart from toggle button, we'll be having I mean to say progress bars. Then have you used the checkbox? Checkbox? Checkbox. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Checkbox. So checkbox. How do you use checkbox? Any idea? How do you use checkbox?
For in exams, we answer multiple questions or multiple choices for one answer.
No. Have you guys used it? So checkbox is like
Yes,
this. So for example, I'll just show you taking two checkbox. So I have just taken two checkbox. So తీసుకున్న తర్వాత next what I'll do, I'll basically try to uh, mean to say I'll just checkbox. I'll just say checkbox one, checkbox two. So perfect. And then I'll just say Android colon text equal to already there. Sorry. So I'll just say checkbox one. I'll just say checkbox two. So text I have changed. Now if I want to enable this, then Android by default, if I want to check this Android column checked equal to true I'll give. So automatically this will be checked. You saw this, no? So if I want to check, if I want to don't check this, I'll just say FALSE false. False means it will be unchecked. By default, it will be false. And if you want to check, you can say true. For example, after checking this checkbox, if I want to understand which checkbox, but which check button has been checked. So how do I do that? So I'll just say Android colon on on click equal to on check button clicked. Click అని చెప్పి పెడతాను. ఆ తర్వాత I will be using the same here also I'll be using the same button. What do I do? I'll be using the same function for both. Then I'll just say alt enter create. So now once the button has been once the I mean to say once the code has been created, here we need to just add the required code. So I'll just say now what I should do is like mm, so boolean. So whether it is checked or not, I need to see checked equal to uh, checkbox dot checkbox dot view. So so view is the thing which will have the control ID. So we need to check that only. Dot view. Man. So basically, this is how we need to set checkbox dot view dot is checked. So when I say oh, so dot view is not okay. So checkbox. I am converting this view to checkbox type, and I'll say is checked. After that, we'll be writing one switch case. So we'll be writing one switch case, and we'll be checking whatever we want. For example, I'll just say switch case of view dot get ID. So basically, it will get the ID of the I mean to say ID of the control. So we already have the ID of the control, right? So then I will just add my case here. How do we add the case? So how do once we have the ID, right? So we just need to add the case. So I'll just say in case r dot id dot checkbox one. So if it is checkbox one, I know that it is checkbox one. So I'll write my code. So basically, I can just I'll write my code here. Else, then I'll just add one more case. So here I can add one more case. Now I have one more checkbox. So case r dot id dot checkbox 2. సో సింపుల్ థింగ్ అంటే కోడ్ ఆప్టిమైజేషన్ ఇంకా 100 సార్లు కోడ్లు రాయకుండా నేమ్ రాయకుండా ఇక్కడ మనకు కావాల్సిన యాక్షన్ వీ కెన్ పర్ఫార్మ్ హియర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. So you can write. So you can just toast a message. What do you say? So for example, toast dot make text of. So I'll just say main activity dot this comma check box checkbox one is clicked. Okay, comma toast dot లెన్స్ షార్ట్ అండ్ డాట్ షో. సో ఇది ఇలాగా మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు. కానీ ఇక్కడ కూడా మనం ఇక్కడ ఇది చెక్ చేయొచ్చు. ఈజ్ చెక్డ్ అనే కండిషన్ ఉంది కదా! సో బూలియన్ చెక్డ్. సో ఈ చెక్డ్ అనే కండిషన్ తీసుకొని చెక్డ్ అంటే ఇట్ హాస్ బీన్ చెక్డ్ అని. సో వీ కెన్ జస్ట్ సే వన్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఈజ్ చెక్డ్ ఎల్స్. సో ఎల్స్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దిస్ వేరియబుల్ యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ సే uh, ఇది చెక్ బాక్స్ వన్ ఈజ్ అన్చెక్డ్. సో సేమ్ థింగ్. సో సేమ్ కోడ్ యూ యాడ్ ఇట్ హియర్. సో హియర్ ఆల్సో యూ విల్ కమ్ టు నో what చెక్ బాక్స్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ 1 యూ జస్ట్ అప్డేట్ విత్ 2. వెరీ సింపుల్. సో ఇదే చెక్ బాక్స్ కోడ్. సో బేసిక్లీ ఈజ్ చెక్డ్ వల్ల ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే వీఆర్ కన్వర్టింగ్ దట్ వ్యూ టు అ చెక్ బాక్స్ కంట్రోల్ అండ్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఈజ్. ఓకే ఫైన్. So see, for example, where you are able to see, and for example, if I see now, na a radio button, if I see, na, I'm able to select both radio buttons, na. This is not good, na. See, కనిపిస్తుందా నేను మీకు చెప్దాం అనుకుంటుంది. So my problem is I am able to select both radio buttons like checkbox, which is not good for me. So how do I remove this? How do I solve my problem now? So simple. You need to add something called as a radio group. ఏంటి? You need to add under a radio group so that it will be easy for you to solve this issue. So now I'll just say రేడియో గ్రూప్ అని ఒకటి యాడ్ తీసుకున్నాము. సో ఇది ఇక్కడ పెడదాము. మన ఇష్యూస్ అన్నీ సాల్వ్ అవుతాయి. ఇది రేడియో గ్రూప్. I have just given radio group like this and I am grouping them under this radio group. That's it. Now you do anything. That's it. Now again same thing we'll use on click. So దీనికి కూడా సేమ్ అలాగే ఆన్ క్లిక్ I'll create. So I'll just say on radio button click. So I'll be just giving the same ID here. So I'll just say Android. So I'll just do the same thing. So radio button click అని ఇచ్చి రెండిటికి సేమ్ ఆల్ట్ ఎంటర్ క్రియేట్. బట్ క్రియేట్ అయిన తర్వాత వాట్ వీ షుడ్ డూ? వీ షుడ్ యూజ్ ద సేమ్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఇక్కడ ఏం వాడామో అదే కాన్సెప్ట్ తీసుకొని అక్కడ చేయాలి. సో అగైన్ సేమ్ థింగ్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ కాపీయింగ్ మై కోడ్ విచ్ ఐవ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ చెక్ బాక్స్ కాపీ. సో ఐ జస్ట్ నీడ్ టు పేస్ట్ ఇట్ హియర్. దట్స్ ఇట్. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ చెక్ బాక్స్ రేడియో సారీ రేడియో బటన్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ చెక్ బాక్స్ రేడియో బటన్ అని ఇస్తాను. సో రేడియో బటన్ అని ఇచ్చి ఈజ్ రేడియో బటన్ కి ఈజ్ చెక్డా సెలెక్టెడ్ అది మనం చెక్ చేసుకొని దాని ప్రకారం ఇక్కడ రేడియో బటన్ ఉంది కదా దీనికి రేడియో బటన్ 1 అని ఇస్తాం. ఓకే. సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఈజీ ఫర్ అస్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ద థింగ్స్. సో రేడియో బటన్ 1 రేడియో బటన్ 2 అని ఇచ్చుకొని సో సేమ్ థింగ్. సో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత సేమ్ ఈజ్ చెక్డ్ అని తీసుకుని ఇక్కడ రేడియో బటన్. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ చెక్ బాక్స్ ఐ విల్ జస్ట్ రేడియో సారీ స్మాల్. Okay. So I just need to add this ID. So I just need to say radio button 1, radio button 2. అంతే. సో అయిన తర్వాత it will be linked. Don't worry. When we compile it will work. So ఇక్కడ instead of checkbox 1, I will just say radio button 1. సో అంతే అయిపోయింది. సో రేడియో బటన్ 1 అన్చెక్డ్ అంటాను. సో ఇక్కడ జస్ట్ రేడియో బటన్ 2. ఇక్కడ కూడా సేమ్ థింగ్ రేడియో బటన్ 2 ఈజ్ అన్చెక్. అంతే. సో కోడ్ ఈ సేమ్. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం హౌ డిడ్ వి యాడ్ దిస్? ఇక్కడ రేడియో గ్రూప్ కింద పెడితే ఇట్ విల్ బి ఫార్మింగ్ యాజ్ అ గ్రూప్, అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఇన్ ద రేడియో గ్రూప్ ఇట్ విల్ మేక్ షూర్ అట్ ఎనీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ గై గాట్, ఐ మీన్ ఓన్లీ వన్ గై గాట్ సెలెక్టెడ్. అర్థమవుతుందా నేను చెప్పింది? సో రేడియో గ్రూప్ కింద తీసుకొని ఇట్ విల్ ట్రై టు డూ లైక్ దట్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ రేడియో బటన్స్. వాట్ ఇస్ దట్? Okay. So anyway, we can just add like this. This is how radio button will work. So next control what we can see is like spinners, progress bars. సో ప్రోగ్రెస్ బార్ అనేది ఇంకో ఇంపార్టెంట్ కంట్రోల్. సో ప్రోగ్రెస్ బార్ ఎలాగంటే సర్క్యులర్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ బార్ తీసుకోవచ్చు, లేకపోతే హారిజాంటల్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ బార్. సో మేబీ వీ కెన్ ట్రై లైక్ దట్. So for today, tomorrow I'll explain you the progress bar. Tomorrow I'll explain you progress bar, then date time picker, and then I'll explain you spinner. సో రేపు ఇంకా మిగతా కంట్రోల్స్ చూసి మనం ఏం చేద్దామంటే అనదర్ థింగ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దాట్ ఐ వాంట్ యూ గైస్ టుమారో ఆల్సో ఐ షో యూ. Yesterday someone asked me how to means how to make a button round corner or how to డ్రా అ సర్క్యులర్ ఇమేజ్. రేపు నీకు కొత్తది చెప్తాను కాన్సెప్ట్. సర్క్యులర్ ఇమేజ్ కి ఒక లైబ్రరీ ఉంది. ఆ లైబ్రరీ ఆండ్రాయిడ్ లైబ్రరీని ఎలా యాడ్ చేయాలి, అది మనం ఎలా ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసుకోవాలి, దాన్ని ఎలా కాల్ చేయాలి, ఐ విల్ టీచ్ యూ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ టుమారో. సో డోంట్ మిస్ ద క్లాస్. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద థింగ్స్ కంట్రోల్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ టుడే. సో నౌ ఐ వాంట్ యూ గైస్ టు క్రియేట్ అ ఫామ్. ఒక ఫామ్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి ఇవన్నీ యూజ్ చేసుకొని. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే ఫర్ యూ గైస్? కాంటాక్ట్ అస్ పేజ్ క్రియేట్ చేయంగబ్బా చాలు. కాంటాక్ట్ అస్ పేజ్ లో ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? నేమ్ ఉంటది. అప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ పెట్టండి ఆప్షన్స్. లేకపోతే ఒక సైన్ ఇన్ పేజ్ గాని, లేకపోతే ఏదో ఒక ఫామ్ గూగుల్ ఫామ్ లా క్రియేట్ చేసి సేమ్ అక్కడ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఉండాలి. నేమ్ ఎంటర్ చేయాలి. నేమ్ తర్వాత ఏజ్ ఎంటర్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఏజ్ కి మీరు ఇంకోటి ఏదైనా కంట్రోల్ వాచ్. ఆ తర్వాత జెండర్ ఇవ్వండి. ఆ తర్వాత లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఎన్ని లాంగ్వేజెస్ వచ్చు. ఒక నీట్ గా ఒక ఫామ్ అనేది క్రియేట్ చేసి నాకు పెట్టాలి. డిడ్ ఎవ్రీవన్ అండర్స్టూడ్? హలో.
Yes, sir.
సో ఏం అడిగాను మీకు? యూ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ అ ఫార్మ్. టుడే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఐ మీన్ టు సే టుడే